Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jess Palmer's thoughts on Golden Bachelorette and Golden BIP. What does Bachelor Nation host Jess Palmer think about possible Golden Bachelorette and Golden Bachelor in Paradise spin-offs? Keep reading to find out what he's been saying about the ideas. Golden Bachelor host on why show is a hit. The Bachelor and its spin-offs are perhaps the most popular and lucrative franchises on television today. But no one could have predicted that a senior version of the dating show would be a ratings hit for ABC. Viewers outside of Bachelor Nation are tuning in to see Jerry Turner seek a second chance at love after his wife's tragic passing in 2017. Jess Palmer understands why audiences are connecting to the Golden Bachelor so much. He was a guest on Live with Kelly and Mark earlier this week. Neither Golden Bachelor or Bachelor in Paradise are airing this week due to the Thanksgiving holiday, so his appearance was likely to keep the momentum going ahead of the season finals. At the beginning of the interview, the hosts noted that Jerry Turner was a guest on the show recently. They agreed that Turner is a sweet guy. Jess Palmer gushed about the 72-year-old reality star, saying he's had such an incredible story and praised his emotional maturity. The former New York Giants player said that both Jerry Turner and the contestants on Golden Bachelor had so much wisdom and have lived full lives with their respective children and grandchildren. The seniors on the dating show are really easy to root for, which Jess Palmer attributes to the show's success. That's what I think is the magic, he added. Has Jess Palmer heard anything about rumored Golden Bachelorette spinoff? Jess Palmer told Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos that he thinks a Golden Bachelorette spinoff is a great idea. He added that there are multiple women from season 1 of The Golden Bachelor that would make amazing leads for a spinoff. As host of the Bachelor franchise since 2021 after Chris Harrison's tumultuous exit, Jess Palmer would likely be one of the first to know about a spin-off. Does he have any news to share? According to the reality show host, he hasn't heard anything yet. Palmer said, "I'm literally on the edge of my seat waiting to get the news." But in a recent interview with Entertainment Tonight, he said that he's been advocating for it. "I've been clamoring for it as well." His thoughts on Golden Bachelor in Paradise. Bachelor Nation fans aren't just angling for a Golden Bachelorette. They want a Golden Bachelor in Paradise too. Jerry Turner isn't a fan of that idea, but Jess Palmer is. Do you think Jess Palmer has any sway with the network to make Golden Bachelorette and Golden Bachelor in Paradise spinoffs happen? Share your thoughts in the comments. As we mentioned, Golden Bachelor isn't on this week. Tune in to the dramatic season finale on Thursday, November 30. At 8 p.m. Eastern. If you can't wait, click here for the recently revealed spoiler about who Jerry Turner picks. There's a certain charm in Jess Palmer's voice when he talks about love. Whether he's announcing rose ceremonies under the glow of candlelit mansions or offering emotional support to tearful contestants after heartbreak, he's become the steady heartbeat of Bachelor Nation. But when the subject turns to the Golden Bachelorette and the whispers of a potential Golden Bachelor in Paradise, Jess's tone shifts. It becomes something else, a mix of reverence, excitement, and just a hint of awe. In an exclusive sit-down, Jess finally opened up about the franchise's glittering golden age. And yes, he had thoughts. A golden chapter worth waiting for. I remember walking onto the set of The Golden Bachelor for the first time and feeling something I hadn't felt in a while. Jess begins, leaning forward, fingers laced. It wasn't nerves. It wasn't déjà vu. It was respect. Genuine admiration. These weren't 20-somethings looking for a moment on social media. These were people who had lived full lives, who had known love and loss, and were still brave enough to try again. That's exactly what made The Golden Bachelor so special. And now, with The Golden Bachelorette following in its footsteps, Jessie says the stakes feel even higher. Joan Vassos isn't just a woman looking for love. She's a widow. She's a mother. She's lived through real heartbreak and emerged with grace. Watching her step into that iconic role, That takes courage most of us can only dream of, he says. For Jesse, the Golden Bachelorette represents more than a franchise expansion. It's a cultural moment. Redefining romance,
Palmer admits
one
that
rose
he
at a
had
time.
initial
Doubts when the idea of a golden franchise first came across his desk. I wasn't sure people would buy into it, he confesses. Bachelor Nation can be fickle. I mean, we've seen the drama, the influencers, the fantasy suites. So when we said, let's do a version with folks 60 and up, part of me wondered, will anyone watch? And more importantly, will it work? Spoiler alert. It did. In fact, Jess believes it worked better than anyone expected. These people show up with zero pretense, no facade. They don't care about Instagram. They care about companionship, about second chances, and I think that's why audiences fell in love. They reminded us that love doesn't expire. He pauses, a slight grin playing on his lips. Honestly, the only thing expired were the jokes the producers made about dentures and early bedtimes. But even those didn't land, because these folks were out dancing, out joking, and out romancing everyone. The idea of Golden Bachelor in Paradise. Is it real? Ah yes, the question burning through Bachelor Nation like summer heat on Playa Escondida. Will we get a Golden Bachelor in Paradise? Jesse chuckles before he answers, clearly amused. Let's just say, there's buzz. Big buzz. He leans back. We've seen what happens when you put 20 and 30-year-olds on a beach with a lot of tequila and limited phone service. Imagine what happens when you do the same with a group of 60 and 70-year-olds, except that they've got life experience, better jokes, and a lot less patience for drama. But make no mistake, Jesse sees potential gold in the sand. You'd be surprised how flirty these golden singles can get, he says with a wink. In some ways, they're more open. They know what they want, and they don't have time to waste. If anything, a golden paradise might be the most real version of love we've ever put on television. He imagines beachside bingo games by day, moonlit heart-to-hearts by night. Less screaming, more deep conversations. Less chaos, more clarity. And maybe, he adds, a whole lot of dancing. A different kind of drama. While Jesse praises the sincerity of the Golden cast, he doesn't pretend there's no drama. Of course there's drama, he admits, raising an eyebrow. But it's not the kind where someone steals someone else's boyfriend just for screen time. It's emotional. It's layered. It's two people who've both lost spouses realizing they're not ready, or that they are, but afraid. It's heartbreak, but of a richer variety. He says that the Golden Bachelorette has already delivered some of the most emotional moments he's ever witnessed on the franchise, and he's been hosting since 2021. There's one moment, you'll know it when you see it, where Joan breaks down in a way that silences the entire crew. I've never seen a cameraman cry on set before, but that day, even the boom operator needed a tissue. What Jesse wants next. As we wrap the conversation, I asked Jesse what his ideal future for the Golden Universe looked like. He didn't hesitate. I want weddings, he says. I want vow renewals. I want second honeymoons. I want to host a special called Golden Ever After where we revisit these couples a year later and see them thriving, gardening together, cooking together, dancing in their kitchens. He pauses. I want America to see that love doesn't have an expiration date, that you can find your person at 70 or 80 or beyond. And if he has his way, there will be a golden paradise. And yes, I'll be packing my sunscreen and my most floral shirt. These folks deserve a little beach romance too. A rose by any other age. In a world of fleeting connections and curated facades, Jess Palmer believes the Golden spin-offs are a reminder of what truly matters. It's not about the dress, or the drama, or even the roses, he says. It's about the courage to love again. And if you ask Jesse, that's a story worth telling. Whether you're 28 or 78, with the Golden Bachelorette ready to bloom and the tantalizing possibility of a sun-soaked Golden Bachelor in Paradise glimmering on the horizon, Jess Palmer stands as both guide and guardian of Bachelor Nation's newest, and possibly most meaningful chapter. And I'll say this, he adds with a final grin, if I ever age out of hosting the regular show, I'll be first in line to hand out coconuts on Golden Paradise. You can count on that.